On a particular day at school with 50 grade 12 learners, 33 collected biology textbooks, 24 collected maths textbooks, and 23 collected history textbooks from the school library. 13 learners collected both biology and maths textbooks, 16 collected both maths and history textbooks, 15 collected both biology and history textbooks, and 10 collected all the three types of textbooks. Now the question is, illustrate this information in a Venn diagram. So how do you illustrate this information in a Venn diagram? Well, the first thing to do is to realize that there are three sets here because there are three textbooks. So we are going to have three sets. So let's try and draw this particular Venn diagram. So this is going to be like this. So we're going to have three sets here. So notice that there are three textbooks. So here we are going to indicate biology, and we are going to have maths here, and here we are going to have history. Now this is a universal set. So let's look at the information and see what we are supposed to do. Notice that out of these 50 grade 12 learners, 10 of them collected all the three types of textbooks. So this means that we are going to have 10 here because 10 here is biology intersection mathematics and intersection history because they collected all the three textbooks. So here we have to put 10. Next, we have to realize that those who collected both biology and history were 15. So when you come here, this is the region for biology and history. So both biology and history shows that this is biology intersection history, right? But we have 10 already here. So which means that since the total number of learners who collected both biology and history is actually 15, we already have 10. So it is 15 minus 10, which is 5. So here we are going to have 5. So the total number of learners who collected both biology and history is actually 15. But out of those 15, 10 of them also collected mathematics. That's why we have this particular illustration. Now notice also that those learners who collected both mathematics and history textbooks were 16. For mathematics and history, this is intersection. So the total number of students who collected both history and mathematics is actually 16. But notice that we have 10 already here. So it is 16 minus 10, which is 6. So we are going to have 6 here. So the total number of students or learners who collected both maths and history is actually 16. But out of those 16, we have 10 of them also collected biology. And so we have this kind of an illustration. Then when you also consider the number of learners who collected both biology and mathematics textbooks, you have 13. So when you look at both biology and mathematics, you have the intersection here. Now we have 10 already, so which means that we need to have 13 minus 10, which is 3. So here we're going to have 3. So the total number of learners who collected both biology and mathematics is actually 13, but 10 of them also collected history. And that's why we have this illustration. Now, keep in mind that the number of students who collected biology textbooks is actually 33. This is the total number of students who collected biology textbooks. So this means that when you look at this set, biology set, the total number of learners or students here should add up to 33. Notice that we have 3 here, so this is 3 plus, we also have 10 in this biology set, so this is going to be 10. We also have 5, so this is going to give us 18. Now, the total number of students who collected biology textbooks is actually 33. Here we have 18. 33 minus 18 is actually 15. So this 15 should be put here in this particular set. So that when you add 15 plus 5 plus 10 plus 3, this is going to give you a total of 33 learners, which is actually correct according to the information given. In the same manner, notice that the number of students who collected the math textbooks is actually 24. So this means that when you look at the math set here, when you add the number of students here or learners, it should give you 24. Notice that here we have 3 plus 10 plus 6, which is equal to 19. But it's not 19 students, but 24 students who collected the math textbooks. So it is 24 minus 19, which is actually 5. So here we should have 5 students, and when you add them, you should get 24. And also the number of students who collected the history textbooks in this case is 23, which means that when you add the number of students in this history set, it should give you 23. Notice that here we have 5 plus, this is 10 plus 6, which is 21. But it's not 21, it should be 23. So 23 minus 21 is actually 2. So here we should put 2. So this information only shows that when you look at biology, notice that 15 students collected biology only, while other students collected other textbooks as well. The same is true for this one. Only 5 students collected the maths textbooks. And here we have only 2 students who collected the history textbooks. Now, remember that the total number of students or learners at this school who participated in this particular activity was actually 50, which means that when we add these numbers, we should get 50. But when you look at the numbers, 15 plus 3 plus 5 plus 10 plus 6 plus 5 here and plus 2 is actually giving us, according to the calculator, so this is going to give us 46. So this means that we still need 4 more students to get to 50. So these 4 students should be outside the sets. In other words, these students did not collect any of the textbooks. I hope that is clear. This is how you illustrate the information in a Venn diagram. Now, the next question is, how many students, so this is B, how many students or how many learners collected none of the textbooks? So this is clear to see because you only have 4 students who collected none of the textbooks. So here we can confidently say that our answer is 4. Then the second question is, how many students collected one type of textbook only. One type of textbook only. So according to the information, you only have 15 and 5 and 2. These are the only learners who collected one type of textbook only. 15 biology, mathematics only 5, and 2 history. So you're going to have 15 plus 5 plus 2, which is equal to 24 learners. And so this is the answer for this question. Then the last question is, how many learners collected 2 types of textbooks only? So here it is quite clear. As long as this information is correct, you notice that you have 5 and 3 and 6, because 5 students or learners collected both biology and history. 3 students collected both biology and mathematics, and 6 students here collected both mathematics and history. And so we can say this is 3 plus 5 plus 6, which is equal to 14 learners. And so this is our answer, and that is it for this question.